Hello, I'm Cindy Arenberg Seltzer, President and CEO of the Children's Services Council of Broward County. Welcome to another episode of Future First, Focus on Broward's Children. One of the biggest challenges facing educators and administrators is keeping high school students engaged in positive activities after the school day is over. Evidence shows that the hours between school letting out and adult supervision at home are the critical hours when high school students are most likely to engage in risky behaviors. Over the past few years, as a result of a federal grant made available through the No Child Left Behind Act, the CSC, the School Board of Broward County, and the YMCA have partnered to provide 21st century community learning centers at 6 high schools throughout the county. Created to maximize the quality of after-school programs for students residing in low-income areas and/or attending low-performing schools, 21st Century Learning Centers provide students and their families the opportunity to continue to learn new skills and discover new abilities after the school day has ended. With me to discuss these programs and how they have successfully engaged thousands of students over the years at these 6 schools in Broward are Kerry-Ann Royce, Operations Director of the YMCA of Broward County, Fred Cromedy, 21st Century Site Facilitator for Hallandale High School, Ken Walton, Assistant Principal for Dillard High School, and Cynthia Reynoso, Youth Development Coordinator with the Children's Services Council. Later in the program, we will hear from members of the Youth Advisory Council at Dillard High School, who will provide their own perspective on how the 21st Century program has changed their lives. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
This is such a great program. We all
Yes.
know how high school students, it's tough to capture their interest, and yet you've done that quite successfully. You two in your schools and Kerry-Ann in the program that you oversee. Why don't we start with you and talk about the YMCA's role in this partnership?
Well, the YMCA has always taken a very definite path in youth development. We focus on strengthening the foundations of community through youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. What better way to do it than with these high school teens? It perfectly aligns with our mission, and we were so excited when we were offered the opportunity to come into this partnership. I think what's wonderful about it is that it's the best of all worlds. We have our high school administrators who know these kids, they know the population, they know the popular teachers who would draw the kids in, and we have the school board who has that wonderful relationship with the DOE. We have the Children's Services Council whose mission and focus is the youth of Broward County. And then the Y, we get to bring the wealth of knowledge and the history of the Y, working with teens and youth to the table to do what we love, which is just to let kids realize their full potential. So it's exciting. It brings youth voice in every way that's not cliche. Some people use it as a term that's very cliche, but these kids really get an opportunity to bring their talents to life every day. And that's the only way to make them choose to stay with you rather than go home.
Now, I understand you've done some pretty interesting things. You've added on the 21st Century Learning Program as it comes out of the feds is fairly prescriptive, but through the partnership, you've been able to do some very creative things. Who wants to talk about that?
Yeah, some of the unique opportunities, and we're on a block schedule, so the kids are heavy in academics during the day. But we have the opportunity to not only offer the academics, but we have a culinary class, which stands in line with the First Lady with healthy eating, healthy choices. We have an opportunity for them to participate in our outstanding jazz band as well.
Excellent.
We have a commercial recording studio, a host of different opportunities for the kids that they normally wouldn't get the chance to take during the academic school day.
And at your school?
Well, we also decided to do a few things that will help kids be more engaged. Now, one of the things that is aligned is our academic piece, and we know that that's important. But we realize, just as Mr. Walton said, that the kids are really stressed down throughout the day academically. So you have to pull in those things that will bring them in also, that will keep them engaged and keep them loving school and want to keep coming back. So we infuse a drama program, which is probably the best one around. They just came back from Orlando. They have a opportunity to pair up with Disney and a few things. Wow. And also we have a program called CSI, and it's not the normal CSI, but it's the Charger Spirit Initiative. And this is a group of kids that are the hoopla group, about 40 or 50 kids that go around, and anything that is exciting that kids wants to do, then they put it together, whether it be a pep rally, whether it be a function to get the family out, whether it be what we call a mocha night, where they can come out and read poetry. So they really design it around taking the interest of the kids, and we let them drive the program. So therefore, it becomes not only engaging for the kids, but their families as well.
And speaking of engaging kids, I've got to bring Cynthia in here. The CSC often doesn't get that involved in the actual running of the program, but this has been a little bit different, and in part because of the passion that you bring. Talk about the Youth Advisory Councils.
Well, CSC has provided a great opportunity for me to kind of get the feed from being around young people. Each high school has a Youth Advisory Council, and what we try to do is give them opportunities to feel empowered and to make decisions regarding the after-school program. CSC also is believes in youth advocacy and also youth empowerment and puts money behind it. So we provide the Youth Advisory Council $1,000 each school site to kind of create incentives and different opportunities for young people to get together in the after-school program. So, I mean, Hollandale had a Mr. and Miss 21st Century competition. It was awesome. They had a party, they had pizza, and young people were able to show their talent. So it was almost like a talent show. At Dillard High School, we've had different activities from parties to movie nights. They do Valentine movies where they come in, they watch a movie together, they offer snacks that the culinary arts puts together. So it's a great opportunity for them to really think out of the box and feel empowered by having money. Other sites have done very creative things. Stranahan High School is one that the Youth Council felt the need to reward the teachers that were dedicated to the after-school program. So instead of using the money to buy themselves something or a party, throw themselves a party, they got gift cards for all the teachers that participated in the after-school program. So young people are amazing, as you well know, and they have been given so many opportunities through this partnership. I think that what 21st Century does, it fills the hole that that there might be in those schools. So if a young person doesn't fit in as the athlete or as a cheerleader or in the governing body of the school, 21st Century gives them an outlet, an opportunity to be part of something greater than they are. So I'm excited to be here.
Now, 4 of the schools we've been working with for 4 years now. That's Dillard and Allendale,
Coconut Creek, and Stranahan High School.
Okay, and now we've transitioned those to CSC-only funded programs because you've seen that they've made a difference. What kind of difference are you seeing them make at your school?
Well, when you look at the fact, I guess I'm one of the relics here in the program because I've been here since the 2nd year that it was in operation. And when we first began 21st Century programs at our school, first of all, it was unknown. No one knew what 21st Century was, and they didn't know what it was all about, so we had to kind of create it and build it from scratch. And we made a few errors here along the way by not getting the right people in place and things sometimes, but then we figured it out that the teachers who draw students, the ones that they like during the day, that's the ones that they like to come back after school and have a partnership with. And what happened is, whereas Hollandale had grown from a place where it was much more social in nature outside of the school, we started allowing it to change the culture of the school inside by having these programs build confidence and character and those things. You know, they felt good about being a Charger again, and so it allowed us to have the kids more interaction during the day, and it flows in not only from after school, but it comes into the regular school day, because now these kids want to be in school because they want to be a part of after school. Yeah. So it increases attendance, it increases their behavior, the discipline problem, and it really does just a gamut of things with the kids. You know, we've seen a tremendous change in our population.
And you can feel it when you're on site. You can feel the pride, and they have created a social atmosphere that the kids really want to be there, and they feel proud of that. And I think to roll off the Youth Advisory Council, the Y has now created an opportunity for those kids to become a part of our Teen Leaders Board. The chairs of each Youth Advisory Council will now be able to sit on a Y board. These are kids that don't have these opportunities because they may not be the top of the class. They are not the traditional student yet. There you go. And they have the opportunity to become those top of the class. So we're very excited about creating that board opportunity for them, that they can create those leadership opportunities outside of even the walls of their schools.
We're very excited at Dillard High because one of the programs we offer, our math tutoring program, which shows a 98% success rate for passing the FCAT. For those students involved. So that is spread around and we're getting more kids involved in that. I beg to defer about Hollandale's drama because I think Dillard High has the best, and those kids just performed with Pink Floyd at the Bank Atlantic Center. And our jazz band kids, through practicing after school, they've had certain individuals with the Grammy Awards. And it's bring out a host of kids famous from Dillard High School that has been a part of the after-school tutorial program.
I was
and
amazed at
academic
the jazz
enrichment.
band. At the Children's Movement event, you so graciously brought the jazz band, and they were enormous, and they blew us away. I was expecting, I don't know, a dozen maybe kids, and it filled the room.
It is now where we have an A and a B band. Jazz band, because it's grown in popularity, where now we got word the kids were kind of afraid, but now they're doing their own gigs at clubs. They branched out on their own and doing things like that. And we get celebrity guests after school. I was just telling her we had Nat King Cole's 2 twin children, siblings at our school. They're much older now. But we get all type of guests that come out to view the kids. So it's really grown.
That's terrific.
And just picking back on what Mr. Walton was saying about their math tutorial, he was able to provide, well, the teacher there is Haitian, from Haitian descent, and he was able to provide a safe environment for these young Haitian immigrants that are in Dillard that felt maybe outside of everything else that was going on. And I'm telling you that math tutoring is packed every single day, 90 kids, and he's helping them not just with math, but just assimilating into the school. And that's what 21st Century has provided. It's provided them a lot of opportunity for them to be able to find mentors within the school, find that support. One of the great things that we do for the summer is that we take in incoming freshmen and we provide a place for them to come in for 6 weeks for the summer. You know, they can get remedial math and reading, but also an opportunity to learn about the school, maybe get some electives, participate in the band or in drama, and really learn about their administration, you know, where the bathrooms are, you know, just the basic things that when you come in as a freshman is so overwhelming. And even Mr. Walton, he's seen improvement in a freshman class that came in for the summer.
Of course, Dave. It's a better transition for them. We can tell the difference from the kids that did not come. And being a freshman, they learned that there's no pool on the 3rd floor.
We have that at Dillard as well.
You know, but it's easier for them because they know the teachers, and like I say, it cuts down on the discipline. The teachers get a head start to know them, where they can call and find out what's going on. We like to say at Dillard, we're the face of YMCA and CSC.
I like that. That's a good face. Well, I'm sure that parents who are listening now are wondering, how do I get my child in? Is there room? Do they start in the summer? How can they get involved? Do they contact the school?